Everyone, this is Demian from the Lookout, and I am here with the big off the ban list. Should this come off the ban list? Live stream discussion. And this is probably gonna end up on YouTube, that's why I'm doing the intro. Anyway, tonight we are having a bit of a discussion here. I recently uploaded the 10 most broken cards in the game video, and 1 second marketing. And yeah, so what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be going over what can, not can, a lot of things can come off the ban list. Like that's a given. A lot of things can come off. We're gonna be talking about should they come off the ban list. Like the big ban list, big scary discussion where I'm gonna be giving some pretty controversial opinions, I think. But we'll see. We will see, can things come off and such. So, yeah, Tom, this will be a doozy. I actually filmed this one as a video. It ended up being 40 minutes long, and I was like, no one's gonna watch 40 minutes. Come on, man. Like, everyone's gonna skip to the very end and then be pissed at me. So, we're just gonna do it like the good old-fashioned way. Okay, now it's popping off. Okay, sure. So, actual facts, HFA. So, let's start just with how I'm gonna be doing this. So, I have made the easiest way to do it is for a very simple tier list. So, just for opinions, right? So, we have 5 tiers here. Yes. This goes both for unban and unlimit. So it's just flat out yes, right? Then there's like the maybe, we can discuss this. There's no, oh hell no, and Towa token tier opinion. I'm seeing so many cards that just live in oh hell no. Yeah, pretty much, you know. That's a very Towa token tier opinion. That's definitely a Towa token tier opinion. Bring us back playset of Buu, Unison, and Gamma Leader. See, we have a couple of Towa token tier opinions here. So, okay, yeah, this is gonna be, interesting. So let me just check this thing here. Unfortunately, it's not in presentation mode. Oh, this is no, it's not, but nobody gives a shit. Anyway, so gonna give it a couple of more minutes for a couple of more people to jump in, and then we can kick this clown fiesta off. Some of these cards we're gonna be going over in bulk, just to kind of speed up the process. Like Champa and Kai go together. You're not gonna unban one and keep the other one banned. Or like the, what's it called? The Universe Free engine, all of them go together. And stuff like that, you know, because like we're not gonna be unbanning one. Pretty interested in the discussion around leader specific stuff. Banning stuff that is too universal good seems fine, but always seems weird to me to go for the archetype. Hey Violet, I am very, very vocally against banning entire archetypes. I'm okay with, let's say, Mecha Frieza being banned, because Mecha Frieza doesn't really have an archetype, but Sin, Gamma, and Gogeta are a bit of a... I have reassembled Sin today just for shits and giggles, and I understand that the deck is still broken, but it would be cool to see some sort of a replacement, right? Okay, 14 people, we can start. Okay, so let's start with a very, very tame one. Champa and Kai. Kai is here. Okay, so these two, should they come off the ban list? Okay, first thing, we're talking should, not can, because anything can come off the ban list. In theory, anything can come off the ban list. We're discussing should. Bandai needs to reboot leaders more often. I agree, but I also believe that, and I'm wondering how many of you think this way, Bandai should also reboot cards that are on the ban list. Like, like they did with Bardock. I think we should be getting reboots of some cards from the ban lists. Like an updated version, an homage to a card on a ban list or something. SS4 unbanned. Only lead that can get unbanned is maybe SS4 and God Goku. I think just give SS4 deck a new way to drop. I think the problem, Bilal, with SS4 is bigger than the 8 drop. The 8 drop very rarely killed people. This is the bizarre thing. It very rarely actually killed you. It was everything else that killed you. Okay, so Champa and Kai, should they be unbanned? No. This is just gonna be a very, very straight no. I think the game is better with them being banned. I think that you shouldn't always be at a risk of just flat out dying on 2 lives if you don't have a negate. Yes, they did impact the yellow a lot when they got banned. It did hit the color because yellow didn't really have finishers. Now yellow has finishers, and everything else just kinda, the majority of boss monsters already have keywords. The majority of mini boss monsters, the SRs, already have like double strike and stuff, but it still kind of feels bad when you take like a random leader swing. It's like, oh, double strike, dump hand, like that's. And we know that Kai is infamous for rule sharking. We know that a lot of people got rule sharked because of how Kai is worded. So better not unban that one. I don't see any of these. I don't think they should be unbanned. And I don't see this happening anytime soon. Next up, we have Objection. Okay, let's talk about Objection here. So, yeah. The ramp is banned for a very, very good reason. And I think there are a couple of things with Objection. First off, it costs only 1 blue. You splash blue, if you're gonna run Objection, you're going to splash blue literally everywhere. Like, you're just gonna shove it somewhere. You'll find a way to shove blue somewhere so that you can run Objection. Like, 90% of the time this is gonna happen. You spend 2 and you lose a card from hand to ramp, blah, that is true. But then again, like today, you don't no longer die on turn 2 either. So, like, don't do anything turn 2. Beerus doesn't do anything on turn 2. For example, he doesn't lose a card from hand, but, like, then again, leaders today draw, like, 4 cards a turn just doing nothing. So, it's not like you're really nagging a lot. The problem is that you can run Objection anywhere, and it's gonna make decks extremely more powerful, because non-blue ramp big scary. And I don't think that this thing should ever be touched. Like, we should not play the game in a world where everything can ramp. If you pull it off once, it's already enough to get like a bunch of value. Especially if you go second and you use the energy marker, then it's, yeah. And they should ban the other surprise double strike combos as well. There aren't really anymore. Which other ones? Objection cancelled can spiral too easily, yeah. I think Objection, I want to put it in oh hell no category. Like, no. Then we have Cold Bloodlust. Okay, Cold Bloodlust is limited. We're discussing now, should it be unlimited? The answer is very, oh hell no. Like, no. You do not give... You do not give Frieza 4 copies of Cold Bloodlust. Just like, no. That's, yeah. Even though Golden Frieza is no longer around, you still don't give this thing. We actually played in a world where people could run for Bloodlust. Yeah. We played in a world where people could run for all of these. Oh, the dark times of Dragon Ball. Now, let's talk about Golden Frieza. So, I don't think Golden Frieza should ever be unbanned. I don't think this thing should ever be unbanned. The thing with Golden Frieza is, yes, you can argue, oh, well, it's not... The argument with Golden Frieza has always been the same. Hey, it's not oppressive now. Or, hey, it wasn't oppressive the last metagame, let it top a couple of times now. And it always brings us to the same spot. The problem with the Golden Frieza is, well, there are two problems, basically. First off, it does what the color wasn't designed to do. So when you have, for example, blue has energy manipulation, but blue cards are costed around the idea that you can manipulate and untap your energy. Yellow isn't like that. That's why you have so many high cost blue cards, because the idea is in some decks you can ramp or you can untap energy, or you will find a way to like eventually get there, and then you're gonna get your big payoff. Yellow has lower cost payoffs like every other color, because the idea is that you're not gonna be able to actually play this thing or just spam it. You know, you're not gonna be able to play it very soon, or you won't be able to spam it. Golden Frieza breaks this fundamental rule when it comes to yellow. And the other thing is, how many archetype cards does Golden Frieza run, actually? 8. 4 copies of Frieza's Call, and 4 copies of something from set 1 to just kill. Like, that's it. Like, Golden Frieza, even if it's not good at the moment, it's gonna be good like the moment something new comes out. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the new TP Vegeta, just put it in there, blow up the field, untap 2 energy. Oh, lol, look! So I know that that's not the strongest thing in the deck, but still. So I think that this one... I'm familiar with it. What does Golden Frieza do? Golden Frieza kills one of your Frieza army guys and then draws a card and untaps 2 energy. That's what he does. So it's like Soul Striker. Golden Frieza can stay gone, should never have lasted as long as it did. It is true. A reboot where they have to choose to draw. Yeah, reboot could happen. I would like to see more reboots. I think we can put him into Oh Hell No. And speaking of Oh Hell No, I think you know where the next one is going. Oh, kurva, no. No. Oh. 1 second. Add row below. Okay. So, Bedring Laser goes here. Bedring Laser absolutely goes here. Now, I mean, yeah, that's just... for those of you who don't know what Bedring... Hey, Daniel, who don't know what Bedring Laser does, first off, I envy you for not playing the game when Bedring Laser was legal. It is 1 energy, counter, discard a yellow card from hand, you discard 1, and then you negate the counter. Can be counter attack, can be counter play, can be anything. So 1 energy, counter. Swift Retaliation Cooler, basically. Just for one. And back in the day you could run 4 of these. For a very long time, if I recall. Does anyone recall when Bad Ring Laser exactly got banned? I know that it stayed around for a very, very long time. Say Dabura. Yes. Say Dabura, please. Okay, so I think we all agree on this one. Let's move to the other because there's like 70 of them. Yes, there are 70 free cards on ban and limited list. Insane. Unyielding Spirit Trunks. So, what does this one do? Well, basically, basically what it says is you can combo with him, and then if your leader is blue, you untap 1 energy. Yeah. So basically it's combo untap 1. And you can play... look, my cat thinks that this also belongs on the ban list. I just caught her knocking it through the house. Okay, so you think it's just a no. The problem with Trunks is, so basically I think that the issue is at the moment it's even a bigger no than it would be before, because we are in Zenkai meta where you want to combo to charge the energy and stuff, and Trunks doesn't even need to go into the drop to restand. So you're gonna be comboing him anyway, and then you just restand an energy. And it's not once per turn, and it's not limit 1, it's just go nuts. So I think this one, but I agree, I think we can just put it in no. It's not like any of these will ever be unbanned. It's not like no, hell no, or curva no. Trunks in freehand would be amazing. Yeah, Trunks in freehand would break the game in unholy, ungodly ways. Like we have seen this on Xenoverse, though then also the Senzubin was unerrated. So it was, yeah, but it would. Freehand with Unyielding Trunks would be the best deck in the entire game. Just never run out of gas. Just go away, Trunks. Zeno button. Okay, so Zeno button for everyone new. Pay 0 energy, counter attack, untap all of your blue energy. That's basically what it does. Counter attack, you don't stop the attack, but you untap all of your blue energy. Mind you, not mono blue energy. Blue energy. So for literally no investment, buy yourself another turn, basically. That's what the Zeno button does. No investment, buy yourself a turn. You know, like, you can argue, well, you don't negate the attack, but then, like, what? You just untapped everything, UI Kamehameha. There we go. Problem solved. Blue is basically nothing but battle tricks, and then that would be absurd. So Zeno can stay in. Oh hell no! I feel like Bandai used to love blue a little too much. Yes, Bilal. Bandai really loved blue a little too much, and surprisingly, people were very, very upset when Zeno button got banned. And Zeno button got banned along with Unyielding and Objection. All 3 of them got banned at the same time. I know because I was looking for HD images of these. But now they love yellow a lot. I think green is the new love child. How certain individuals said insider scoop. Oh yeah. I remember that. When when people were playing stock market trading with insider info and Dragon Ball cards. Evie, what are you doing? Vieveritsa? Oh, my cat has gone berserk. Okay, cool. Let's see. Kurva no. Okay. Cell. Alright, guys. So, free Cell has been around forever. Like, absolutely forever. People were like, hey, can we please get Cell back? basically, let me just, because I don't have a full-size image here, let me just tell. First off, this thing isn't banned. It's not banned. It's limited to 1. Union Absorb. Place 117 from your hand under this card. Choose up to 1 cell with an energy cost of 5 or less from your deck and place it on top of these cards. This card, then shuffle your deck afterwards. Okay, cell cost 5. Let me see. Cell cost 5. What do we have here? There are only a couple of them. Double Strike Revenge Guy. When this card is in your battle area opponent combos, okay, you kill a combo. Vile Replicator. If your leader is an android. Okay, yeah, sure, that one I can see. Then you go into the other Union Absorb and then choose up to 1 cell from your deck. Yeah, okay, maybe this thing should not be unlimited. Maybe this thing should not be unlimited. Cell needs an errata to have Union skill cost energy. Isn't it Cell? Cell goes into Evolving Life Form Cell for free and then goes into literally any cell in the deck. Any cell of any cost. That's not, that's not very nice, to put it very gently. I mean, Reboot Cell easily puts the androids into the drop, so I don't know, like, I don't think, like, when you can go into any cell in the game, it doesn't even need to be green. Just go into a cell. So at that point, I just filter by super rare, and no cell super rare. No, that's wrong. So what do we have here? We have the Perfect Force cell. So for free energy, discard your opponent's entire hand. That's not a bad one. The 6-drop cell. We have the 10-drop cell. We have the big fat 9-drop cell. Like, there are cells. I think this one can stay limited. I think it can. You're paying free, so you need to set it up. Now, I think 1 is okay. Like, it's niche. It's very niche, but I think that, like, 1 should be fine. Just so that you don't, like, hand destruction on... No, Peter. He goes into 5 or less, but he goes into the 5-drop that then goes into any cell in the game. That's what I'm talking about. So, turn 3, you go into Perfect Force cell and discard your opponent's entire hand. And then if you are cell reboot, you can just rip the rest of the cards away for basically no investment. That's a bit, yeah. And do Porunga on the same turn on turn 3. Oh yeah, you can do a couple of nasty things. I think this one should. I think it's like a gentle no. Like, it's not banned. It's limited to 1. It can stay that way. Just like, okay, sure. I mean, so I put the androids into the drop. You can play free drop and drop the Porunga on the same turn. True. Cells bird plus that free plus Porunga means hands gone on turn 3. So next we have the original SS3 Goku. So original SS3 Goku, well, I think everyone knows where that one is going. But for those, we need to always repeat this. For those who are completely new to the game, and we have a couple of new players, what did this thing do? Permanent, you can only place up to 6 energy. Doesn't matter now anymore with energy marker. If you go second, you're very happy. But otherwise, you can play only 6. Auto, at the end of the turn, choose up to 3 of your energy and switch them to active mode. any energy. Free of anything. Can be multicolored. Hell, this guy's blue, it can be red for all you can. You can actually play this and any other color. Just this is just the leader, and then you play any other color in the deck. How often do you even go higher than 6 energy anymore? When he attacks, he draws 1, and he has activate main. Place 1 card from your hand into a drop. If you have no energy, choose 2 cards in your life and add them to your energy. So turn 1 you don't charge, you discard 1 and then you ramp 2. So yeah, that's definitely like very no. Hell no. Then there is this, I'm gonna leave these Trunks for later, because I think he goes like into the same package as a lot of other things go. So we can just like dump a whole bunch of them afterwards. I think these are all like the things that are banned because they're free plays. I mean, these will never be unbanned anyway, but it's stupid to go through them. If you go through them like one by one, they can all be unbanned. So we're gonna look at them as a group, same as with Universe 3. Then we have Shugesh. Shugesh is a super combo. So Shugesh is a yellow super combo, and then when you combo with him, when you combo with this card, if your leader is yellow and you have 4 or less lives, he gains plus 10k combo, and you choose 1 Saiyan in your hand with an energy cost of 3 or less and play it. 1 Saiyan of any color with the energy cost of 3 or less. Here is one that's been troubling a lot of people lately: Absolute Annihilation. Like, for example, you can cheat in Absolute Annihilation. Like, this is just what comes from the top of my head. You can probably find other 3 cost or less Saiyans to cheat in. So, free play the new Bardock Floodgate. Actually, yes. This card can just stay gone. It can just stay gone forever. This is one of those that I would like to see rebooted. Like, it could say Bardock Screw. Something like non-Bardock Screw when you combo. Like, that would be cool. Free play the new Bardock Floodgate. Super broken on Ape-Ku 2. Yes, super broken on Ape-Ku as well. This is a hell no. The legendary flute, also a nightmare PTSD inducing card. So if your leader is blue, choose one of your opponent's battle cards. Actually, why am I doing this? Why don't I just do it like this? It's gonna make it easier for everyone. 1 second. Cards from list. Do this. Go to Banlist video. Yeah, I think it's here. So there we go. It's gonna make it easier for everyone. Legendary flute. Here we go. So activate main. If your leader is blue, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less and return it to its owner's hand. If that card was your own battle card, draw 1. Your opponent's. So for zero energy, bounce something back to hand, draw 1, and that's kinda it, you know. But there were storm chains where you can just, okay, bounce back, play, attack, or gain some bonus, bounce back, rinse and repeat constantly. That's why flute was banned. Bouncing back floodgates. Bouncing back floodgates would also be toxic. Yeah, flute can never, ever in any universe come back. It's gonna be a curva no for this one. It's gonna be a curva no for this one. Next one is, where is he? Full shrouded in mystery. Oh yeah, bouncing defending friends. This is a curva, no. Okay, so full shrouded in mystery. For the longest time I was against this one being banned. Overwhelm 10, but you pay 6. He has double strike, he's 30k, and he says auto, when you play this card using Overwhelm, your opponent can't activate skills on cards, any card, other than their leader, of course, until the beginning of your next turn. So, no blockers, no counters, just say like nothing. Just pay 6, shut down anything, everything. And in case that your opponent somehow survives, they can't do anything on their turn either. So yeah, it's very uninteractive, especially now. Like, at least back in the day you had God Sealing. You can just bounce this thing back. You probably had a few things to blanket as well. Like, there were ways to stop this, but not a lot of them. And now today you have nothing. Like, how are you gonna stop this thing? It's a 10 cost. It's unaffected by literally anything in the game. So this thing, no. You're right. This is a. We can put it in hell no. I think we can put it in hell no. Then we have the Bardock the Progenitor. Okay, 1 second. Here is Bardock the Progenitor, one of the oldest banned cards in the game. 1 cost, swap 2. When you play this card, choose one of your lives and add it to your hand. So, can Bardock break the game? I don't think Bardock can break the game, honestly. I don't think that this thing can do anything anymore. I think it can be unbanned. Okay, so let's do it like this. I think it can be unbanned. I don't think it should be unbanned, simply because this is one of those rare ones that actually got a reboot later. So like, hey, you have the other one, so go and play it. But I think so. I don't think it should, but I think it can be unbanned. So I think that this one will not do anything. I think it will not do anything anymore. That you will just what? The thing is, you'll play it. I mean, you will get to play it, and then no one will play it ever. Like that's basically what's gonna happen with Bardock. No one is gonna play it ever. So even if it's unbanned, can it be definitely? Should it be? I don't think so. So yeah, what do we do with this one? Do we put it in yes or sell product ban? You stick it in yes. Yeah, I think we can just stick it in yes. So there we go. Bardock can go into yes for all the Bardock fans. There we go. In my original list that I've recorded for YouTube, but then decided not to upload because this is more fun. He was a no, but because of the should logic. Then we have another thing that can, well, this is going to be a very, very quick one. You all know my opinion on this card. Minus Kill Zone. No, never. No. Like, never, ever can this be unbanned. Like, maybe rebooted, but never unbanned. Like, worst case, absolute worst case, it's a 0 cost draw 1. It's pay nothing, draw 1. That's the worst case. And then, like, you also get the benefit where your opponent can counterplay. So it's, yeah, this is, if it costed like 2 or something, then like, okay, sure, but for free you get to both to draw and you get to stop counterplays. That's a bit like, okay, that's way too much. And I think that this is the most broken card on the ban list, so I'm gonna put it in Kurva now. Speaking of most broken cards on the ban list, where is the big boy? The best battle card ever made. Gogeta Hero revived. So, worst design card in the game. So, this thing, let's read it, just for those new to the game. Triple strike, barrier, deflect, untouched by anything, sparking 10. When you play it, you crit one of your own lives, and then the opponent shuffles their entire hand away and draws 3 cards. And you pay 5 for this guy. Yeah, Guvna, as much as I would love to, no. This thing makes turning the tide look like a common, like a bulk common. So, yeah, this thing got, what happened? It got a silver bullet in the form of Jiren, Survival of the Fittest. Yeah, I remember Jiren was made to counter this thing, and then people played Gogeta anyway. So, and if you hit him with Jiren, opponent draws 4 and doesn't shuffle anything, and people still played Gogeta. So, yeah, that's an absolute. This can never, ever, in any reality, come back. Like this is like Towa token tier card design. Though I love it, I love it to that. Then we have Shenron just cheating it in for free. Like, whoa, yeah, look what I have. Child's Wish. If your leader is Shenron, choose one battle card from your drop with 15k or less and an energy cost of 3 or less and play it. Yeah, it's not that no one plays Wish decks anymore. It's basically if you play any Wish deck, if any Wish deck comes out, you can actually run this. No one plays Wish decks because they don't do anything. But to just play something from the drop for free is stupid. So, I reckon you might be able to bring this back, to bring Child's Wish back. What can we do with this one? I don't think that this one can come back, honestly. But you search the drop for a battle card, anyone, you bring it back. There were some degenerate combos with this. I think you could bring like Bulma back and then just continue milling in Super Shenron. Anyone knows what's going to come out next set? No idea. No idea what's coming out. A lot of legacy support, supposedly. Because when we got the producer letter, and I was just reading it today, it said that they were just designing the upcoming set and wanted to really commemorate like 7th year of Dragon Ball. So probably a lot of legacy support. Yeah, could be Wish related. Well, you see, then we can't bring Child's Wish back. So it's a soft no. It's a soft no for me. But Unyielding can go into hell no. But Child's Wish is a soft no. So it's okay. Like it can die. It's fine. No one will cry if this thing remains on the ban. Like, then again, think of it like this. It's once again, should it come off? Like, even if you say no one plays Wish, like, then there is also no reason to do that. I play Wish. I mean, like, I will. So, Kurva no to Tien. Yes, Tien, the worst designed silver bullet of all time. The game-breaking stupid thing. So, permanent, if your opponent is red or blue, he costs 1. And auto, when you play this card, your opponent can't switch energy to active mode with a non-awakened skill until the end of their next turn. What is it? Soul Striker doesn't do anything. SS3 doesn't do anything. Literally any card in the game that says untap an energy doesn't do anything anymore. for an entire turn cycle. So yeah, this is no deflect, bad card. Well, technically, yeah, deflect, no deflect, that is true. But then again, like, no. No. This is curva no for Tien. This is a stupid card. Then we have his comrade here, Comrade Tao, the ruthless trainer. So another silver bullet that went horribly wrong. Barrier, if your opponent is green or yellow, it costs 1. Auto once per turn. When a card in your hand is placed in your drop by an opponent's skill, your opponent chooses 3 from their hand and then warps them. No, Peter, it can't return. Are you insane? Like, I don't want this to return. No. Wasn't the original problem with this card that you can force your opponent to discard a card from your hand and then you rip 3 from theirs? Like, that was the original issue with this card. You could literally do the opposite. So no, like, you will just still do the same thing. So let's not do that. So because Tao is worded so bad, and because people are toxic and they don't like hand destruction, shame on you. Shame on you for not liking hand destruction. This is the best, friendliest mechanic in the game. So this thing can never come back. Bring back Tao. No, Peter. No. Bad Peter. I have Nina make a bad Peter remote now for you. Bad Peter. This thing I'm gonna shove with the other guys, because it's also a part of a package. I don't think that there was anything else other than it just being a free play, and that's why it got banned. Like, honestly, that's the one card that's baffling me most. Then we have Pan here. Okay. Pan, Great Ape Whisper. Can we please fix Red King Piccolo? We'll get to it. So, Govna, why are you throwing Towa token to your opinions the entire time? Could you have Red King Piccolo package in the same block when you're... Yes, we'll have the Red King Piccolo package in the same block. This thing here, no. So basically, it's a blocker, permanent, only one can be in your battle area, auto if your life is at 2 or less. When you awaken, you play her for free, and then activate main, choose one of your yellow battle cards, any yellow battle card, switch it to active mode, and then negate the skill for the game. That's basically what it does. Yeah, but you stay unawakened. I mean, like, if you bring this card back, you're building a deck around this card. And then you can just... There are horrible things that you can untap with this. I mean, hell, if you're running this, then you're definitely running Yano as your SCR, and then you're bringing out the Universe at Stake, and then you're swinging a couple of times with him, awakening, and then swinging a couple of times more. So there are things that you do here. Yellow will... Tom is absolutely right. Yellow will find a way to break this card. Hell, I'm gonna wait until turn 5. And I'm going to restand Celzino. Because I can. So, what deck awakens that life that isn't seen Shenron? U7 Yano... Yeah. There are ways to work around this. Like, well, Shenron can do degenerate shit. So, but it's a soft no. Like, it's a soft no. Like, it's still a no, but it's a soft one. Then, like, these guys also need to go to hell no category. Bring back Boo Unison 2-4. No. Bad chat. Okay, so heartfelt plea. Okay, so for this one, I'm just going with my own opinion, and I'm going to elaborate it. This thing, I don't think that plea does anything anymore. Like, I think that when this got banned, I think that this got banned really, how do you call this? It got banned really late. Like, it got banned when it didn't do anything. The card is already errated. So, but the problem is, I think this thing got errated, then it got limited, then it got banned. Even if this thing did literally nothing, even if the auto, whenever it says stop playing Dragon Ball, please. Even if this, even if his auto said play it when you awaken, draw one, I would still say that this needs to be on the ban list. Because after being limited, errated, and banned, this thing just should not come off the ban list. It just shouldn't come off the ban list. Every deck was running it when it was at 1. Yeah, but how often did you actually get to pull this guy off? Like, he was even legal in Zenkai 1, in BT18, and he still didn't do anything. If you go back, you can go on Top Deck Diffusion and find BT18 data. No one was running this one. Like, no one was running it. Free 30 triple offering, you don't need to say much more about it. Yeah, I mean, like, if it's being brought back, then it's like limited to one errata, blah 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 blah. But then again, it still shouldn't be brought back. After being hit so many times, like, this stupid thing just should not be brought back. Like, again, put in here. I think that now I will concede that it shouldn't definitely be brought back now, because all leaders now awaken on turn 2. Now it definitely shouldn't be brought back. If you can, of course, set this thing up. Then we have another card that, well, this is going to be a very, very short discussion. Android 21 Violent Predator should never, ever in. Hey, Ryan, thanks for subbing, mate. Thanks for supporting us this way here on Twitch. Yeah, I'm happy that, like, for once, the chat and I are in complete unison here. This thing should never, ever be unbanned. This is just like... Yeah, Tom is completely right. This thing was designed to sell product. And then when Bandai decided we don't want to do multicolored anymore, it was a mistake, it got banned. Like, it's... No. New tier for this. Can it be errated to be fixed? I don't think this thing can be fixed. Like, it can be fixed. I think this thing can be errated to be fixed if it doesn't hit energy. If it's just play it and board wipe. Just board wipe, but don't touch energy. Think it's okay. Like, it's fine. Like, it's gonna be like, if you do that, right now, it's tier 0 SCR level. But if you just say like, hey, just board wipe, don't touch energy, then like it's a boss monster. So that's okay. Hey Greg, hey mate. Well, we're throwing opinions around today. Gogeta can be cheated out faster than Beer, and Beerus with it would have been a tier 0 deck. Yeah, wanna say this is worse than Gogeta 7? No. Gogeta 7 is still more terrifying. If Pan wasn't errated, Violent Predator would have been more terrifying, because then you could just run it in Android 21 against literally any deck in the game. While Creator gives a double strike. True. let's so let's say like this is like no. Okay, so a new tier specifically for this one. So, what Yellow Pen do? Yellow Pen you play it for free when you awaken, and then it restands any yellow battle card. But you have to be on 2 lives. Okay, so then we have the other guy here. Let's continue with that one. Or Fusion World, there I said it. Okay, so Father Son Kamehameha, the stronger Cell Games Gohan, the reboot Gohan, the thing that was so broken, it was so astronomically broken that it had its own ban list. Like, yeah, for those of you who haven't played back then, this thing broke the game in such ungodly ways that it wasn't just banned, it had a ban list designed specifically for this one. It was called the best of one ban list. Today we don't have a reason to have a best of one ban list, but yeah. Just when I was about to play him, he got banned. Let's put it in like this. It was also banned on Christmas Day. That says it all. Yeah, it was a Christmas miracle. Basically, during your turn, you crit one of your lives, and he gains plus 10k and triple strike, so he's 25 triple. And then activate main, you switch into active mode, and then at the end of your turn, you lose the game. What you would basically do is you give this guy Feed Kamehameha, because he also has Son Goku in the character name, and then you kind of swing at what's that, plus 40k triple crit at your opponent, and then you restand and then you attack again. Released from Evil was a very important card back then. Yeah, this leader was the ultimate feels bad. He was more manageable when you in best of 3. He was more manageable in best of 3. But back in the day, best of 1 was without sideboard, I believe. So then it was just like, no. This thing can never, ever, ever come back. This is just... It's a curva no for me. Then we have Yamcha. Where is Yamcha? Dead somewhere, probably. Okay, there we go. Yamcha. This guy is just limited. I will be very... yeah, there were not so many floodgates. This true Ryan, and back then there were no token negates either. Now you could stop it with a token negate, but still, it's one of those like, hey, draw a token negate or lose. Yamcha cannot be unbanned. Banned. He's limited to 1. But yeah, I think a soft no is okay for this one. Like, it's limited to 1. Currently you have more powerful, not free, but you have more powerful counters. He probably shouldn't be unlimited when we are entering the era of Z Unisons. He definitely shouldn't be unlimited with Z Unisons coming out. And yeah, I think it's a soft no. It's because it's a free play. Yeah, I think this one is just a soft no as well. Like, it's gonna stay the same way as it is. Okay, then now we have reached the part that I didn't want to do so fast, but yeah, let's just get it out of the way. Free plays, all of them are no. Like, you as well, you too, And was there any other one that was from the same package? Bardock was technically from the same package, but that one has more of it going on. So basically, Black Bardock and Black Goku. Yeah, so the idea with these guys is they're free plays. None of them, I think maybe Belmont, like is the one that's like kind of scary, but none of them are super terrifying on their own. When you look at like Beerus, it's like, okay, like fine, sure. Or like Trunks, it's like, okay, it's a 15k overwhelm that goes back into your hand. They're big scary. Or Tao and stuff, but like when you look at them together, then they're kind of more degenerate when you look at things this way. So I don't want to go with them like, okay, these one might be, because all of them, if you look at them individually, all of them might not be on the ban list. Like Belmont arguably is the one that should be on the ban list. But just look at it like this and say, like, the Beerus was a problem with set 9 Kid Buu. Okay. But I think that when you look at it like this, it's like, okay, let's just keep them banned. Like, they shouldn't. And that's it. It's the easiest way to do it. Like, just look at all of them. Another card that should not be unbanned is this guy, God Sealing. Limits design space. I would love to argue, and I want to. Okay, chat. Let's have a discussion. We haven't had that much of discussion. It's more just me rambling, but we do talk here and there. I love you, chat. This thing. No more deflects. So no. Banned. Or, okay, I think this one should be banned, but I want to hear, how do you feel about it being limited to 1? Like, I don't think like it should be limited to 1. I think it should remain banned. But I think that like limited to 1 would be an interesting experiment. Daniel, you play black, you don't get a say in this. I know why you're saying no. Put it on Kurva now. It was stronger than the other color counterparts. It's not for free. Okay, it could be reworked to 6 or less. Could be errata to 7 or less. No more deflects. No, I think like this one is definitely. This one is in Curva. No, definitely. It can't. It absolutely can't come back. So, but I was wondering, how do you feel about it being limited to 1? I think limited to 1 maybe would be okay. Like maybe. Yeah, I think like 1 copy would be fine. Like it's at that point it's basically an SCR. It's like, hey, have you seen your SCR? And then you counter something with it. The problem is that you counter an SCR and then it's like a major feels bad. Cell Surge now. Cell Surge should absolutely come off the ban list. Cell Surge did nothing wrong. Like this is definitely one of the best friendliest leaders in the entire game, and of course it promotes a very friendly mechanic. And yes, while I do sound sarcastic, I would be the happiest camper if Cell Surge got unbanned. I would be the happiest person alive if this thing got unbanned. So let's check it then. Basically, you no longer draw once you awakened. Once you're awakened, you can use his activate main twice. However, you do have the strongest awakening in the game, where you draw 2 and you restand 2. You have 2 abilities to choose from. You can do either of them once, so twice in total. either until the start of your opponent's next main phase, until the start of your next main phase, everything that your opponent plays enters in rest mode unless it has barrier. Or choose one of your opponent's battle cards, KO it, and then discard one card from their hand at random. So this thing created a lot of problems back in the day. Like this leader is the reason why green was so horrifyingly bad for years. Because Cell Surge did ungodly things to the game. And then green was punished for like 3 years. With the current time rolls and abundance of floodgates, Cell will be the ultimate turtle deck. His next poor guy couldn't even use dormant, let alone uneasing. With yellow floodgates, classic Bandai to disregard mechanics. Need to be errata'd. Botic Bardock. Green yellow has access to the best floodgates in the game. That's absolutely true. And uneasing is Saiyan only. Yes. So you can't use dormant. You can't use uneasing. You can use... Oh! But there is a problem. There is a semi-problem. There is the turn 2 Victory Strike Cell build. Okay, yeah, but that one is much harder to assemble now. Though you can still pull it off. Reasonably, you can still pull off the turn 2 Victory Strike Cell build. You have to mulligan for it, but you can do it. So if this thing comes back, then we're dealing with that shit again. Crackheads chat. The hard hand control build will be irrelevant, but the Victory Strike build is just... And the bad chat emote. Yeah, I honestly don't believe that this one can come back, guys. I'm sorry. I think it's a no. Like, it's a no. It's not a hell no. It's not a curva no. It's not go play One Piece instead. But it's not a maybe. It's a no. And there's the Z Awaken for the green cell. Yeah, there is a lot that can be kept. But I think no. I would love for it to be unbanned. I would be over the moon if this thing got unbanned. I would play it forever. But it's not gonna happen. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. It's an injustice. Then we have Goku Power of Legend, another card that should be unbanned. If your leader is green, so immediately a good beginning, it's a 15k crit. When one of your cards makes an opponent discard a card, even better, you may play this card from your hand. Perfect. I have found the perfect card. Activate main, send this card to its owner's warp, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and send it to the warp. Best card ever made. So, this, like, if I were designing a card this is close to what I would design. If I won the World Championship and was able to design a card. Though mine would have Vegeta's lineage on it. So, Unlimited Cold Bloodlust, no. Let's not have Towa Token tier opinions. And now there's a Z leader. Hell no, this card was so lovely. This card was so good. It's such a cool card. Yeah, it's a free play. Yeah, so basically it needs to go to the same place as other free plays. It's a no. The card is overtuned. It is overtuned, unfortunately. Like, it's a 15k crit that kills something and comes out when you force your opponent to discard. It's the perfect green card. I'm gonna order myself a bunch of these and then just play Xenoverse decks. I don't care. So let's go charismatic. Should charismatic be unlimited, guys? Should charismatic be unlimited? Even my wife chuckled when I said this. Honey, it's okay. They're not going to unlimit charismatic. Oh, there's the black player again saying no. Nah, it should be bad. yeah, okay. Like, it's a hell no. Charismatic is a hell no. Now that every single deck has a green deck has a unison that doesn't go into the main deck. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, cool. I think limit one. So it's a hell no. It's a hell no. It's definitely a hell no, guys. Oh, kurva. If charismatic is at 1, so should be the new black counterplay. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. If charismatic is at 1, so should the new black counterplay. That one is just better charismatic. Will get limited soon enough. Yeah, it probably will get limited. Give us counter cooler back for yellow. No. A new counterplay is only Z unisons though. Yes, it is true, but we're probably getting new Z unisons in the next set. And we might even be getting them for multiple sets. I don't know what BT26 is. I think BT26 is gonna be... It's probably gonna be Zenkai continuation of the Unison set. So it's probably just gonna be Z Unisons again. Bardock the Resolute. This card is awesome. Like, it's a double strike 15k. If your leader is red, when your opponent's life is added to their hand or placed into the drop by a skill, you play him for free. And then auto once per turn, when your opponent activates any counter, switch him to active mode. Once per turn. I don't think that this can ever be unbanned. Like, this can't be unbanned. But it's a really, really cool card. It's really a cool card. I agree with you, Tom. It's super annoying. Like, it is disgustingly annoying. But it is cool. Like, nowadays you would have to work hard to get around this one, but there are like negates that can prevent him from swinging face and stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool, but yeah. You know, I get Autobot here every time, and every time he's like, will you allow this swear word? And I'm like, yes, okay, how many swear words can you guys come up with? I think I have already allowed like hundreds of them. Okay, so this one is a hell no. Okay, so someone asked, Demian, can you do the KP stuff together? Yes, I can. I'm just looking. So it's gonna be drum and piano together. So I'm just gonna put one of them here. Sure. And once per turn possess... Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say, and it's probably gonna be the only time that I say it, because one of these already forced me to kind of go against my original opinion on like should, could, blah. All of King Piccolo stuff can be unlimited and can come back. If there is one thing on the ban list that can come back 1000% without making an impact or breaking the game in any way, it's Red King Piccolo stuff. It's definitely Red King Piccolo stuff. This can come back. King Piccolo is ass at the moment. If you look at its things, everything is, 15k? We live in an era of 20k Z leaders. You'll just Z awaken and beat the crap out of the deck. It's slightly better than the green one in the current era. You play on low lives in the age of Dragon Ball, where Boss Monster comes down on turn 3 and then slaps you a billion times. Like that, there is nothing Red King Piccolo can do anymore. Like, it's the one that I can say without any doubt, this is the only thing, in my opinion, that can come off the ban list. Is the King Piccolo things. And I've never played King Piccolo. So I have zero bias. So I'm like, this thing can definitely... And we have Goku Kai. KP stuff can come off. Definitely can come off. They're not gonna do anything. Then we have Trunks. So this is the Trunks which abuses Regex. So it's limited to 1. It's not played in Regex because it's limited to 1. I think it can just stay that way. There's no reason. What do you mean, Demian? Become the 6 cost you 7 Ether or maybe what? 1 second. What do you think will become of the 6 cost you 7? An errata or a ban? I don't think the card is gonna be touched at all. I don't think Benda is gonna touch the U7 boss monster. If anything, they're gonna touch Absolute Annihilation, but they're not gonna touch the U7 boss monster. I think Trunks is also, that gets better as time goes on. Yeah, I think Trunks is just a it's just a no. It's gonna stay at 1. Like, this card isn't banned, it's limited to 1, and it's just gonna stay that way, and that's it. So Trunks goes into no. And then we have then we have one that I am very sad about, and that's Janemba Bewitching Blow. This one is limited to 1, and I think this one should stay limited to 1. I think it's... Yeah, the deck died without it, but like, should go back with errata. I think that this one is just kinda... I mean, it's 19k crit dual attacker. The thing is, the deck that died without it, like, no one plays the deck anyway. Like, would that deck really see a lot of play if this card was unbanned? Like, it's, you know, sometimes to me it's like a set free, name a leader isn't played because something is banned, and then you're like, okay, well, maybe, because if you want to play, I'm a person who believes that if there is a deck that you want to play and it's not game breaking or bad, or it's your favorite leader, you absolutely should have the power to play it. Like, but then again, when it comes to this thing, should it come off the ban list? If it's leader locked, okay. You could play it in the BT22 Janemba. That one is like fairly decent now, so you could do that. You could give it like double strike or something like that. There are ways to do this thing. I forgot that Janemba had the skillless card. Old chain in the new Janemba would be cool. That's true. Like, but I think this one is just can just stay limited. I think this one can just kind of stay limited, and like, that's it. Hopefully rebooted or something, but errated. But so far, should it come back? I don't think so. I think it's fine. Though I think at 1 it's okay, and even at 1, like, decks just don't run it unless they are very specific. Technically, AOD was capable of playing Janemba. Okay, that's cool. Then we have... Now I have a long history with this one. I called my teammates. So, back in the day, naive Demian did not know a lot about Dragon Ball. Like, it was an era where I wasn't following the game, and I phoned my teammates Ivan and Benzi, and I was like, hey guys, I'm building myself a Gogeta Bulma deck, and I need a Unison. Should I buy 4 copies of Piccolo Jr.? And they were like, well, there's no reason not to do this. You know, this card, it's been out for a while, it hasn't done anything. I mean, it hasn't done. It has stopped Blue Baby from being unstoppable back then. Like, okay, like it was a hard counter, a silver bullet. Like, okay, cool. But like Bandai has never touched this. Like, there's no reason to believe that like it's gonna end up on the ban list. So I went and I bought myself a nice playset. I still have it here. And then the day that they arrived, I sent my mates, a photo like, hey, I got my unisons ready. We can play. And 3 or 4 hours later, there was a ban list update, and this thing was limited. So, yeah, that's my history with this card, and now I know better. So, hey, Rising Phoenix, hey mate, you've missed a lot of things should be banned and stuff. I think this one can just stay the way it is. I think it's a soft no. Like, I think that maybe even at 4, you would still run the Gogeta. Like, Gogeta is insane compared to this one. Like, though the auto is really, really strong. Then we have Marvelous Might. We have the card that makes Gogeta Xeno good. This one, oh my god, even the black player is saying no. Okay, so when Daniel is saying no, and I know how much Daniel you love playing this, you can play New Vegito on him. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we should not do that. So, yeah, let's not unban this one. Basically, splits out 2 1-drops for Vegito instantly. Yeah, let's leave this one banned. I'll get myself an SPR because it's nice. So. Is it Boo Unison now? Let me see. Oh yeah, it is Boo Unison now. This is a hard no. Like, for me, I'm gonna be biased on this one. And you're back. You missed the round King Piccolo. Awesome. Interested in why it got banned in the first place. Well, basically, we didn't touch upon that. But why it got banned is because it was really, really hyper oppressive aggro deck back in the game. It could free play a lot of things, it could attack you a billion times, but today it's all 15Ks and it basically doesn't do anything. Majin Buu, leave it at 1. I want this thing banned, so I'm just gonna say, like, I would rather play One Piece than see this thing unbanned. I hated this card so much. I unreasonably. The black player wants to ban Boo. Yeah, I hate this card so much. Too many Z leaders for it to really matter. Yes. Too many Z leaders, and the deck plays on very, very low lives. And currently we have so many cards that you cheat out so fast, and they're like double strikers, dual attackers, things. They just eat King Piccolo alive. Power of a Super Saiyan. I used to play when this card was at 4. No. No. This no. Even at 1, this is a staple now. How many of you here in the chat have played played the game? Shut up, Peter. Don't do that, man. Like, why you do this? How many of you have played when this thing was at 4? It's like bad Peter. So today we have bad Peter in the chat. So Peter is just he's just venting. Peter has to vent for something that we can't talk about now, but Peter has to vent. So let him vent for the moment. All will be clear later. So this thing cannot. No. In no world is this gonna go up to 4 again. Let's just say it like that. Crimson. There was a time where there were too many good generic yellow cards. Crimson. Okay. I think that this one is. Should it come back? This is the discussion. I don't think that this one should come back. I think that any leader, yes, given Dirty Burst did exist, but any leader that could really go toe to toe against Gamma, Sin, and Gogeta back in the day should really go at the decks. Should not be off the ban list if it's banned. Like if the deck could give those decks a run for their money, then it can basically beat anything else probably. So I think this one should just stay on the ban list. Hey, but it did help us win the World Championship. Huge shout out to all NA players who brought Crimson to the Worlds. Anyway, and huge shout out to Terpini and Oli who proceeded to beat them. Oh man. So, then we have the other one, Gammas. Oh man. I don't think Gammas should come off the ban list. Like, this. You see, and now Tom, who plays a lot of blue, is also like, hey, just please don't. No. Crimson got banned because it just ran crazy in the meta and won everything ever. And yeah, that's basically what happened. But it went toe to toe against SS4 and Sin, which to this day, if either will reach SS4 and Sin, will reach them, and then I'll give my opinion on them. Gammas, I don't think that they should ever come back. This was stupid. Like this leader was a massive mistake. Yeah, limiting card design. If you hate playing against floodgates at the moment, good luck, because Gammas was all floodgates. And if you stall, you untap free energies constantly, and then you just go into time and you play the Android 21 SCR, and that's basically the Gamma loop that you just keep doing over and over again, and then you top regionals. So this thing is another hell no. Okay, so for cards like Bergamo, I think I'm going to just put them into the same category. Wait a second. So Bergamo, the other Android 21, Omen of Victory, this guy, Counter Cooler, and I think those are all of them are gonna go into no together. All of them have been banned very recently, so I don't think that anything that's been banned recently should come off the ban list. So I'm just going to slap all of them together into no, and that's just it. Like it's even a discussion that we shouldn't be having, because Banda is not gonna go back and say like one set later, hey, let's unban Bergamo or stuff like that. Every yellow deck has more floodgates than Gamma. That is true. Currently, yellow has more floodgates than Gamma. Then we have Heated Revoker. I think this one is also just a no. Like it's a counterplay that basically taps opponent's energy, and I can't find the big image of it for God knows what reason. So we're just gonna say, hey, hit the revoker. Oh, here it is. No, revoker, Peter, not invoker. He just hears things that he wants to hear. Hit the invoker. Yes. Oh man. No, but I think this one can also just stay banned. Like it also got banned like fairly recently. So let's just proc him into no. Then one that might be interesting talking about at least is the dirty burst. So dirty burst. God, how I want dirty burst back. Yeah, dirty burst. I would not mind necessarily. I wouldn't mind dirty burst back. Like maybe not at 4. Maybe not at 4. Like maybe at 1. But honestly, I think that there is an argument which you can make is Dirty Burst limits design space. True. And it gives blue and out against all big boss monsters. True. But when Dirty Burst was banned, we didn't have this amount of big boss monsters that just come out on turn 3 and then start beating you. We have them everywhere now. So I think this one should be limited to 1. Like I think a limit to 1 for Dirty Burst is fine. So I think it should come back. It should come back maybe as limit 1. Okay. Just like 1 copy, it's your SCR. That's okay. Then we have the another one that's we're close to the end. In less than 2 hours. Nice. So this is just gonna be an entire package. It's a Curvano for this one. Like it's all of them together. So basically those are the ones that I know Pete. I think the 2-drop is okay, but like with the free plays, we're just gonna look at them together, right? The problem with this one is individually they might not look as crazy, though they are. I played them back in the day, not in Vegex, but in Black Boo, and they would still work perfectly fine, even in Black Boo. So the package is really, really game breaking. There are ways to stop it now, of course, but if you put this in a Vegex deck, then you have a tier 0 deck running around. And then you're kinda screwed. So, because Vegex just goes on his turn and then he just bombards you with a billion attackers and never stops doing things, and then you just kinda sit and cry because you didn't get your floodgate. And yeah. This absolutely can't come back. Then we have KP. Okay, we have KP, the new ruler. This one was limited and then it was banned. Before it was limited, this card was absurd because before it was limited. Like we used to run multiples of this one. Basically, it's a double striker. You play him for free. He's the same by Overwhelm. You don't Overwhelm, but you play him for free if you have a Unison. He becomes 20k double, and he can ignore blocker, and then he goes into the warp at the end of the turn. This cannot come back in any way, shape, or form, especially with Z Unisons. Z Unisons make you rethink some things. So I think like this one is, it's a hell no for me. I think this is a hell no for me. Then the next two come together. Those are Forced Ejection and the Blue Piccolo. They're basically the same. They are the Ram hate. I think this one's also just stay banned, and that's it. Like, yeah, it's Ram hate, but like, okay, we don't have that much ramp anymore, but still, like, I think these ones can just stay banned, and that's it. We're thinking like, should they come off the ban list? I don't think they should. I think that they're unnecessary silver bullets. Ramp today is exceptionally rare. It's really, really rare when you have ramp. Shouldn't really be punished. Like it, I personally think that with Objection banned, that ramp should be punished at the moment. So and even if it should, I don't think that floodgates like these are super healthy for the game. Yeah. So we just kind of say Forced Ejection is a hell no, and so is Mr. Piccolo. Okay. Then we go to Plan for Destruction. Okay. A 1 energy activate battle. If your leader is Goku Black or Zamasu card, it gets plus 10k power for the duration of the battle. Then, if there is a total of 7 or more energy between you and your opponent, place this card from your drop into your energy in rest mode. It's a card that people have been asking for to come back for a very, very long time. Yeah, Cody, can you please explain to people why it can come back? Yeah, I agree with you because we talked about this one. Like this card can't come back. Like this card can't come back. No. Like a ramp card that's not limited to limit 1 or once per turn in a blue deck, which ramps you as activate battle. Yeah, no. Like it can play the Goku Black, which just blows up energy, which is just kind of okay. Let's not do that. It can ramp you very, very, very fast. It's just like no. Permanently locked. Therefore, they can just delete free energy from turn 3 onwards. Yeah, but still, like, that's not a... Like, how fast you can... No, because Goku Black and Zamasu have temporary ramp cards. You can go into this one relatively fast. Cosmic Traitor, and that is absolutely true. Yeah, that is true. They do lock out. They do lock out as well. But I don't think that a 1-cost card that can then play the guy which destroys your things and then energy locks you without once per turn, without limit 1, this thing should not be back. This thing should just... I don't think this thing should be back. Oh, 1 second, sorry. Where is the guy? Here he is. Yeah, but -2 in hand doesn't mean much when every deck draws like a madman today. Yeah, Vegeta preparing for battle. I think this one can just stay banned. I think this one just stays banned, and that's it. Like, there's not much to talk about this one. It allows a super combo loop in every single green deck. That's it. Like, every single green deck can just keep looping it. That's it. Lock it to the leader that it was made for. Yes, and then it's locked to red. Gogeta Exodia lives with this card. That is true. So, which Zamasu and Goku Black deck draws like a madman? Okay, they don't draw like a madman, but we're no longer in the meta where you die lightning fast. So, it would be locked to blue Gogeta lead. Actually, Cody, I agree with you. Geo played that turn 2 OTK deck. Yeah, the Gogeta Exodia one. Yeah, I know. It caused me to flip a table and then break it because I just kind of was an idiot and like thought like, whoa, this is not gonna break. Yeah, shit. Yeah, the hell it's not gonna break. No for this one. One of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. Turles Ghost Warrior. One of my absolute favorite cards ever made. It's very, very cool. It can't come back. Like, it can't come back, but it's so cool. It's so cool. For those of you who don't know, 10k dual attack. Activate main. Choose 2 black battle cards in your drop with a cost between 3 and 7 and place them at the bottom of your deck and play him for free from your hand. And then activate battle once per turn. Choose 1 card in your hand and place it into your drop, and he gains plus 5k for the duration of the turn. So he's 15k dual attacker who fuels himself. Like, he basically fuels himself so that you can play another one. His activate main to play him isn't once per turn. He's really, really, really strong. I've played him in Black Boo, but that was with the U3 engine. So, I would love for this one to come back. Discarding Vegito would be nuts. Yeah, you would just be like, okay, I'm putting my Vegito back down, so I don't think it can come back. I would love for it to come back if it were erratad and leader locked, but other than that, like, in the way that it is, it can come back. Ban all the anti-game leaders like Hedge, Cooler, Melters. No, ban Janemba Mill. Ban Janemba Mill, you say. I'm just repeating ban Janemba Mill a few times to summon Peter Dance. Like I said, he's like Beetlejuice. You just say like either Invoker or ban Janemba Mill a couple of times and there he is. So okay. Then we have the Batman. We have Master Roshi. Master Roshi absolutely cannot come back. There was a period. Okay, so there's the thing with this one. For the longest time, the argument, and I would agree with, is that Roshi can come back like as limited one. Absolutely. Before uneasing, I would say that Roshi could 100% come back as limited to 1. Hell, maybe even as 4 off. Like, maybe. Because even in the Dormant era, Roshi didn't do much. So Roshi just kinda got banned. Like, it's gonna cause problems in the future. But now with uneasing existing, now you have Dormant, you have uneasing, you have King Cold, and now you have Roshi to pick your uneasing back, and then your opponent never ever gets to do anything again. Now it can't come back. So unfortunately, due to the sins of uneasing, Roshi cannot come back. There was a time when he could. So now he's just a hell no. Okay, how many Bojack fans are today in the chat? How many Bojack players do we have here? There we go. No one. Bring back Bojack. Unban back to 4. Oh my god, you guys. It can come back. It can't come back. Like, not in a way that it is. It can't come back. Like, in a way that it is right now. No. If he were ever locked to Bojack, yes. If he were ever ratted and locked to Bojack, absolutely, this thing can come back. Absolutely. But the way that he is at the moment, just no. So, you can't flat outban this card. Like, it can never come out the way that it is. But if it were leader locked, sure. Give some love to Gogeta Aegis. Like, Gogeta Aegis doesn't have enough love. Come on. So, this thing is another no. We are approaching the end. Just a couple of them left. So we have... Where is he? Oh, here he is. Hope of Universe 7. No. Flat out hard. Hell no. Cannot come back. Can't be done. Yeah, the idea with this one is... remember when I've mentioned a turn 2 victory strike cell? The other thing that wasn't victory strike or the road was to play this guy and just cheat him out on turn 2. So if he ever goes back to 4, you can again do the victory strike turn 2 thing. If you don't get a victory strike, you have this guy on turn 2. So yeah, 35k triple attack, rip a random card from opponent's hand. So you can't. Miyamoto, I told this to Peter Dance. I wasn't reading, but you can't do this in U7. Because I was also thinking, like, why don't people play this, but the boss monster locks you to yellow? Otherwise, this would be so insane. Like, imagine you swing with the boss monster multiple times, and then your opponent is like negating until you run out of gas. You can't withstand anymore, and you're like, okay, pay 1, triple attack critical guy, which also discards free from your hand. Yeah, it can't happen. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. So, I mean, it technically does work if the 6 cost survives. But this is a hell no, because it allows the Victory Strike turn 2 deck. And even without it, you play him on turn 2 and you rip free randomly. Even me, who loves Sand Destruction, is gonna be like, let's not do this. Mecha Frieza. I know where I'm putting this one. I'm just waiting to see the comments. No. it's a rather play One Piece. I think it's no. Yeah. Mecha Frieza is just no. Mecha Frieza broke the game. Also, like, this thing survived. This was a part of the triangle with Dark Broly, and King Vegeta. and this thing thrived and survived in that format, it can't come back. No. It's once again like with Crimson. If you have a leader that is so strong that it can survive in a tier 0 format and compete with other decks, it can come back. And this is the same here. It's just a big curva no. Twice. Curva no twice. Yes. Then we have the weird one. Where is he? No Escape Son Goku. When he's played, one energy, deflect. When he's played, draw one, and players can't use non-keyword skills to return battle cards in the battle area to their hand during their turn for the duration of the game. It was a counter for Red Gogeta. So, I mean, like, I don't think that this thing does anything anymore. I can't think of any deck right now that this thing stops. Like, it's Tapion. Oh yeah, it stops Tapion. Okay. So you can bounce your 1-drops back. Yeah. True. Anyway, I think that this one is just gonna stay banned, and like, there we go. I honestly don't have an opinion on this card. Like, this is the one card that I'm just like, sure. Yeah. Where is the one that made people hate me so much? Someone's turn 1. Oh, okay, well played. SS3 Gogeta thwarting the Dark Empire. This one is very, very early on. Very young Demian made a video about this one, calling for it to be banned, and actually spent a lot of time editing it so that it was pretty funny and all. And then he received 180 comments telling me to go kill myself. That was a day, man. But yeah, no, I think this one can either be oh my god, Daniel, you're wrong for this one to get banned as well. Nice. Okay, I think this one can either I'm not gonna discuss whether or not should it be banned. I think it's not gonna get unlimited. Like, that's it. It's a toxic card. It's exceptionally strong. You can argue whether or not you want to that Vegito is stronger, but Vegito requires more setup than this guy does. In a world where SS4 Vegito exists as well, this cannot come back, like, ever. So yeah, it was easy for some decks to play turn 1, absolutely, and then turn 1 25k double strike. Yeah, no, please no. Never, ever can this come back. I'm gonna say like, hell no. All of these are a part of the engine, so we're just gonna do them later. We have the duo. I think I don't need to go over the duo. I think the duo just gets a no. It was just recently banned. And then for the last couple of cards, we have Bardock fighting against Fate, the best Overrealm card ever designed, and not designed, ever made for the game. Overrealm 25k dual attacker. And that's it. That's everything he does. But that's still like, hey, no. Like, this card can't be unbanned. It's way too good. It limits deck building. Well, I think that limit deck building is a bullshit excuse, because with Overrealm cards, it's always you will run one and you will run the best one. And that's it. It used to be SS4, it used to be Dark Broly, then it was SS4 Vegeta, and now it's Secret ID. Like the limits design deck building doesn't. It's a flimsy excuse. The idea is that if this thing is unbanned, no other Overwhelm card ever would be played, and that's it. It's a free Threaten as a leader, 25k. There you go, enjoy. So this one is just go away, and then we reach the big boys. So just a very, very quick finishing run here, because we can. Oh well, this guy is too big. Well, fuck it then. So we can just wrap this up fast. None of these can be unbanned. And should they be rebooted? Absolutely. I don't think that the entire engine should be completely unplayable because the leader is banned, but they should not come off the ban list ever. Like, they should be rebooted. They should be changed. 99% they won't. Like, I don't think we will ever see Gogeta or Tien rebooted. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Tien fundamentally breaks the game when it comes to Z energy. Yes, I would love to have my defeating the demon online turn 1. Thank you. And no, you can play anything anymore, and I will just proceed to beat you. Yes, I would love to have my rush attack Vegeta always have his condition up. That's cool. So no, Tien no, and Gogeta was just awful. So neither one of them can ever come back. So they're not really Kurva no, but they are hell no. So there we go. So that is it, guys. So going through everything, we have let's just put it like maybe as limit 1. Okay, we just do it like this. So only 3 cards on the entire ban list can actually be unbanned, and that's Bardock and the King Piccolo engine. Nothing else can be unbanned. Limited to 1, only Dirty Burst would be okay if limited to 1. Like, I think that would be fair. I think it would not break the game for Blue to have an easier way out in the era of the game where we have so many big 7+ cost boss monsters just coming down constantly. I think 1 copy is fine. No, these are soft nose, hard nose. Like, you can argue around some of them. Like, I would love to see Cell Surge back, but that will never happen. Then we have hell nose, yeah, and then Kurva nose. Like, when you say Kurva no, then it's a very, very hard no. Then we have would rather play One Piece. So that's it for the tier list. A tier list. Well, it's not a tier list, but you know basically what it is. So this is the hottest take so far. Which one? When Dirty Burst is limited to 1, then Bad Ring or... No. That's really a hot take, man. There is a very, very big difference between, like, hey, stop from not dying versus, hey, guarantee to kill your opponent. No. Especially not Bad Ring Laser, man. Like, especially not Bad Ring. Anyways, guys, thanks for dropping by today. We're not gonna be streaming Oceania Fusion World tonight. That's why we stayed up a bit longer just to do this. Also because we can stream it because of the venue internet. So I don't need a card unbanned. I need young invaders unerrated. Absolutely. Young invaders should be unerrated. Yell doesn't have a counter. Give us one back. Oh, you're awful. I'm gonna go and have nightmares now. So thanks everyone for stopping by, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video on Monday. Yeah, see ya everyone.